In Stevens County tonight, DNR is quickly ramping up the response to a wildfire near Northport that exploded in size in just a matter of hours.
I had no idea where I was going to go, what I was going to do next. What if my apartment burned down?
4 brush fires intentionally set late this afternoon in northwest Spokane sent firefighters scrambling and prompted evacuations. Tonight, we'll bring you the latest.
Our hot, dry stretch continues, but with the increasing wind, we have critical fire danger across the region.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We start tonight with breaking news as we are tracking several fires burning across the inland northwest. Earlier today, firefighters contained 4 separate intentionally set fires near the TJ Meanock Bridge that forced dozens of families to evacuate. But first, we turn to KREM 2's Cody Proctor, who has the latest on a 3,000-acre fire burning in Stevens County near Northport tonight. Cody, what's the latest on that fire?
Well, Mark, that fire burning in Stevens County is being called the Hope Fire. It exploded in size in a matter of hours, prompting level 3 and 2 evacuations.
The smoke from the Hope Fire, burning southwest of Northport, towered over the Columbia River Tuesday afternoon. Fire officials say the fires torched an estimated 3,000 acres and is threatening homes. It's been burning through grass, brush, and timber. Ryan Roderick with the Department of Natural Resources says they sent in several aircraft to drop water and fire retardant on the flames. Those planes could be seen in these photos sent to KREM 2 News. He also says a Type 3 incident management team's taking over the fire. The State Fire Marshal's office has authorized state mobilization. Included in that order, 5 wildland strike teams to help with containment. Authorities are asking people to stay out of the area and off the roads as crews head in to respond. Stevens County Emergency Management says Northport Flat Creek Road will be closed to give emergency responders room to work. As night falls, the cause of the fire remains under investigation.
In addition, I've been speaking with a woman whose sister and her family had to evacuate their farm with their horses. At one point, a Red Cross evacuation center was set up at Kettle Falls Middle School. Red Cross says that is now on standby. Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
Cody, thank you very much. And tonight, Spokane firefighters remain on scene of several arson fires lit this afternoon near Elliott Road and TJ Meanock Bridge. A total of 4 fires were lit, and one of them forced dozens of people from their homes today. Thankfully, those evacuations have since been lifted. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy brings us the latest from the fire line.
We're out here today in the aftermath of one of 4 fires that sparked here right near the Spokane River. DNR crews are still on scene trying to make sure that the ground cools off.
A lot more fires historically are human caused.
Natural Areas Manager for the Department of Natural Resources, Connor Nicola, walks through the aftermath of multiple fires sparked near the TJ Meanock Bridge. Level 3 Go Now evacuations were issued at around 4 p.m. Tuesday afternoon near West Elliott Drive and North Holy Names Court. Firefighters with Spokane Fire believe the fires were set intentionally. 3 started near Centennial Trail and a 4th started near Spokane Falls Community College. Crews with Spokane Fire, DNR, and Spokane County Fire District 10 responded both on the ground and up above. People living in the evacuated areas were sent to the West Central Community Center. KREM 2 went to the shelter and spoke with neighbors about how they were feeling during the evacuation.
Scared. I had no idea where I was going to go, what I was going to do next. What if my apartment burned down? What am I going to do? So it was very nerve-wracking.
The Spokane Department of Emergency Management cleared all evacuations at around 5:20 p.m. Fire crews are spending tonight into Wednesday putting out hotspots, making sure the ground is eventually cold to the touch. While investigators search for the person who lit the fires, firefighters are reminding people of the critical fire danger and urging people to stay vigilant.
As we go into hotter and drier conditions, there's a lot more accidents that happen as well. And so we're always looking out for that and trying to provide best public safety we can.
Connor McAvoy.
Do you see it? Say something.
KREM 2 News.
All right, let's talk weather now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Goo. Jeremy, it's been hot, it's been dry. Today we had some wind and we saw just how quickly these fires can grow with those conditions. What are the next 24 hours looking like?
Mark, it, believe it or not, does get worse in terms of fire danger. It's still warm outside and wind has since calmed down significantly, but our atmosphere is still very, very dry. Wind shifting a little bit right now, but that wind shift isn't something that I have too much concern about. Instead, well, let's talk where we're going, because as we move through the day tomorrow, our winds are going to be stronger than today. We topped out around 30 miles per hour today. Red flag warnings in place tomorrow are for winds gusting to 30 or near 40 miles per hour. So another 10 miles per hour. And for that reason, we're still under that KREM 2 weather impact alert. It is going to be an even more critical fire danger day. Wind doesn't pick up until after the sun comes up and we start warming. I think around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, you'll notice it. By tomorrow afternoon, it's even stronger than what we went through today. Temperatures do trend a bit cooler, but 88 in wind, still enough to prompt red flag warnings and keep us in that critical fire danger realm. Thursday, a little cooler, a little calmer. Friday, back to warm, but wind finally dies down across the region. Mark?
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. We'll check back in with you later in the show. New tonight, officials have rescinded all evacuation notices for the Aubrey fire burning in northwest Spokane near the Bull and Pitcher area. They say that fire burned about 40 acres in total, and investigators are still working to figure out what sparked it, they say. The Nettleton Gulch fire is now 100% contained. The Canfield Mountain area closure associated with that fire has been lifted. Suppression, repair work, and damage assessment efforts are now underway. The fire was set a little more than a week ago by a gunman who ambushed responding firefighters, killing 2 and severely injuring another. That third firefighter who was injured in the incident, Dave Tisdall, is currently in stable condition in the hospital. He survived last week's ambush shooting on Canfield Mountain in Coeur d'Alene. He's now in the ICU at Kootenai Health. He suffered a single gunshot wound to the back that resulted in a collapsed left lung, damage to his clavicle, several shattered ribs, and spinal swelling. Crews say he cannot move his legs, but they are hopeful that will change when the swelling subsides. All right, don't go to bed just yet. Spokane police suspect 6 fires in downtown Spokane this morning were the result of arson. We'll take you through each of them coming up next. And a bit later, as the flooding stops, the horrors it brought remain. How the residents of Kerrville, Texas are responding after the tragedy in just 90 seconds.